everyone, welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. I am the lower half of Arthur that is flying in space somewhere, Dooby-Doo.
And I'm that mage who's going to teach you that wonderful spell that lets you crack open sunflower seeds without getting all the shell everywhere, Sobroni.
And welcome to the next episode of Waifu Wars podcast, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu. Because I don't think she has any good grimoires to sell to Frieren.
No, she does not.
No useless spells to give away. How you doing, Nani?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Drew?
Same. This is a very fast week. A lot of shit happened. Work is picking up. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but we in here. And
indeed we are.
And yeah, we're going to give y'all a good show as always, talking about our favorite anime and whatnot, or at least our favorite anime on the lineup. And we're going to start off the show, as always, with our news segment, This Week in Anime. I'm going to go first, because Oni apparently has quite a lot that he wants to say.
I'm loaded with news today.
Loaded. So, according to Anime News Network, Magical Girl Racing Project Restart anime
Yay.
came out with the second promo with the opening theme. And I just want to say, I'm so happy. I'm so happy they're doing the promo like this, where everything's like supposed to be all cute and fun, and it's everything looking all bubbly, and I'm just like, LOL. Like, y'all not even gonna give them a little peek of the hell that's about to happen.
Nope. Keep it nice and fresh.
They really are.
I think the beauty of that second season, by the way, is you can. I think you can go into it without watching the first. It's like
it's
story.
More or less. It's literally the only character from season 1 is Daisy.
No, she wasn't in season 1.
What?
She wasn't in season 1.
Oh shit. Okay, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Talking about, but she's like very minor anyway.
She is. She's incredibly minor. I literally forgot her name.
Damn, Drew.
I know. It's been 100 years, and she's not. Why is she? Wait, no. Because wait, I'm about to send you the link. Tell me if you see her name in the lineup. Because I'm like, I don't see her name in the lineup.
Like in the cast?
Yeah, like the cast. I'm like, or do I just forget?
No, it's not there.
It's not there. Yeah. Okay. Damn, they might cut her out.
She had such a minor role that she's the main character has such a minor role in this season.
Screaming.
She's not even in the cast list.
Not even listed in the. Oh, never mind. She's all at the bottom.
Oh.
she gets her own sentence.
Yeah,
never mind.
Cool.
Okay, so
I was gonna ask you, do you remember anything that happens in the second season?
No, because it's the way. First of all, every other season that's not the third season, I just think it's the third season before I think it's because the third season's so iconic. But yeah, for reasons.
I hope we get that.
Oh my god, I don't know, girl. It took them 100 years just to do this.
I can't wait for my grandkids to watch season 3.
Okay. Oh, but immediately once I saw this and I realized the characters from that season aren't there, I was like, oh, okay. This is the second one. Right. Especially when I saw the girl and her little laser beam. Her little laser beam. Woo! So yeah, I'm super looking forward to it. This series, it comes out in fall. We are about 1,000,000,000% covering this on the podcast.
I can't wait. Oh, I'm so hyped for this.
So happy. Alright, Onu. What you got for us?
Alright, I got a couple of news articles. Let's start out with a quick, easy one. Strike Witches director Kazuhiro Takamura unveils an original TV anime called Vertex Force, which is going to be airing in 2026, so sometime this year. My guess is probably also in the fall season. But yes, you might remember him as the creator behind Strike Witches and Vivid Operation. And he is most famous for doing the whole Mecha Musume thing, which is basically he is behind a whole genre of anime that is just what if girls, mechs, and no pants. And I have to applaud him because this new show.
Well, they actually have panties.
They have skirts, but the right away the teaser promo is just an upskirt.
Yeah. He's like, unfortunately, this one has panties in it. But
yeah. His message in the announcement is that he likes cute girls, cool mechs, and anime, and he hopes this original anime crams everything in that he likes. So
as opposed to every other project, but okay, right? I'm like, okay, girl.
So he's all about that. I know we probably, depending on how good this looks, I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be checking it out. I love me some Kazuhiro Takamura. I love Strike Witches, and yeah, I just love cute girls and mechs. So I'm excited for them.
Mm-hmm.
And in other news, Uma Musume Cinderella Grey wins the 12th Anime Trending Awards top prize. It won Anime of the Year at this year's Anime Trending Awards. It also won 7 other awards, including Best in Animation, Best Sports Anime, Girl of the Year for Ogre Cap.
Whoa, that's big.
That is big. Yeah, there's a list of winners. I just want to go through them real quick. Anime of the Year, Uma Musume. Anime, this isn't Cinderella Grey, but Anime Movie of the Year was Uma Musume, Beginning of a New Era. So,
bitch, what? Didn't Chainsaw Man come out last year?
And Demon Slayer, wasn't Demon Slayer?
And Demon Slayer, the one who broke like a billion records, like every record in terms of movies in Japan. Well, that's insane.
I haven't seen Beginning of a New Era, so I can't judge. And I still haven't seen Demon Slayer.
Why did I think Uma Musume? What? Oh, for some reason I thought that was like a recap of Cinderella Grey, but no.
No, it's a standalone thing. Boy of the Year. This one you might agree with. Jinshi.
Yeah, I guess.
Girl of the Year, of course, Ogre Cap. Supporting Boy of the Year. I love how the it's not like supporting actors, it's supporting boy.
Supporting boy. Well, it's not actor because it's.
Well, yeah, but it sounds so condescending.
Right.
Joe Kitahara from Uma Musume, and supporting girl is
wow. Joe Kitahara is crazy. Even though I did like him, I do like him. Don't get me wrong.
He wasn't even in the second season.
He wasn't even in the second season. Well, he was like, barely in there, right? All he did was come in, give a couple of
motivational speeches
and failed his test.
Couple Ship of the Year was Rintaro and Kaoruko from Fragrant Flowers. I haven't seen that one yet, but I heard it was good. Best Adapted Screenplay, Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. Best Animation, Uma Musume Cinderella Grey.
Best
character design, Uma Musume
Best animation is kind of crazy. That's the only one where I'll be like, girl, okay.
Best Episode Directing, To You in 2020 or To You in 2016, Hakupi's Original Sin. Another show I need to watch because I heard really good things about, but I don't feel in the mood for depression.
That sounds depressing as fuck.
It is. It's like you'd probably like it. It's like
screaming.
It's cute. It does the cutesy thing. It does the Higurashi thing where it's like, oh, what are these cute characters? But it's actually really depressing and time loop, and they get horribly mutilated.
Oh wow! Oh, not you putting that on me, damn.
But it's like
said the person who introduced me to Higurashi.
Yeah,
but okay.
Higurashi's like not drama. This is like what if that, but drama. So like, you know, bullying and like parental abuse and cheating.
Okay, wait. Okay. I was talking with the cheating. All that other stuff.
Drama.
maybe in Is that drama? Or is that just like, I guess.
It is a form of drama.
Oof.
Best
An original screenplay.
Best original screenplay was Zenshu.
Yeah.
Scenery and visuals, Apothecary Diary Season 2. I agree with that. I think they have some really great visuals.
Mm-hmm.
Best soundtrack, Apothecary Diaries.
Sure.
I can't think of a better one right now, but
I feel okay. I'll give it to you.
Best voice cast, ReZero Season 3. All right, they had good voice acting. Opening theme song of the year, Mirage by Creepy Nuts. Definitely agree with that. That's such an underrated opening. Holy shit, that's like easily my favorite of last year. Ending theme, Kawaii by Piki, which is My Dress Up Darling's ending. I think that was decent. It's pretty good. Best voice acting performance was for male was Takeo Atsuka for Jinshi in Apothecary Diaries. Best voice acting performance female, Aoi Yuki, as it always should be, for Mao Mao in Apothecary Diaries. Action or adventure anime of the year, My Hero Academia final season. I agree with that. Comedy of the year, Spy Family season 3. Funny enough, this was like the least comedic season of Spy Family. It was definitely more heavy on the plot and like
If it was like any other season, I probably would agree.
Speaking of which, drama anime of the year, Takupi's Original Sin.
Okay, maybe I just have to cue this up.
It's a small. I think it's only like 4 or 5. It's like an OVA style thing.
Okay. Oh no. I don't like this. Oh no. I googled it. Why is like one of the, you know how like you like put something in Google and it'll show you like the cover for like the manga or visual novel. Yeah, it just shows the main character is like just in tears.
Yeah, that's the show in a nutshell.
Oh, okay.
Main characters in tears.
Okay. Fantasy anime of the year.
Yes, fantasy anime of the year, ReZero. Fair enough. Mystery or psychological anime, Apothecary Diaries. I guess it's a mystery.
We learned it was all the mysteries.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's fair. It just didn't strike me as like a Sherlock Holmesian style.
What? That's literally her shtick.
I know.
That's literally what? What? This struck me as a character who just goes around solving unsolvable things.
Maybe I was too wrapped up in the romance aspects. Jesus. Romance anime of the year, Frieren Flower. Sci-fi or mecha anime of the year, Dr. Stone, which I still have not seen.
I believe that from what little I've watched.
Surprise is not
yes.
Gundam.
But it's like sci-fi or mecha. Like it's sci-fi or mecha.
Yeah.
And Dr. Stone is literally just like science, like literally beating you over the face with it.
Music anime of the year, Rock is a Lady's Modesty. Sports anime of the year, Musume. Supernatural anime of the year, Dandadan. I mean,
okay, I'm glad they won.
Yeah,
I'm glad they won something.
And Slice of Life anime of the year, My Dress Up Darling season 2, which I guess I mean I wasn't the biggest fan of Dress Up Darling season 2, but it was pretty good for Slice of Life. That checks out. Yeah, really good overall winners. I can't much better than the Crunchyroll Awards. I'll give them that.
Yes. This is
it wasn't all Naruto and fucking whatever Boruto season 50.
Right. The Demon Slayer.
Slayer sweep.
Right.
Best comedy, Demon Slayer. Best drama, Demon Slayer.
Best mystery, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Best mecha, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Oh my gosh. But yeah. This is much better. Even though it's very interesting to see the bias in Japan. But no shade, I think that just means Japan has better taste in anime, which they made it.
That
so
definitely checks out.
Yeah, definitely 100%. All right, now that we're done with our weekly reviews, it's time. Sorry, now that we're done with our, I keep doing that. It's the second time I've done that.
A lot of the podcast.
Bye, guys. Now that we're done with our news, it's time for our weekly reviews, and we are starting off with Frieren, season 2, episode 9.
Yes. Is this my episode of the week? No.
Yeah, it's not mine, but it was good. I liked it.
I like that it's, like I said, I like that it's ramping up, especially towards the end of the season. We got a lot of good moments here. Even though there wasn't like a big plot progression thing, this episode did clearly set up something for what is going to happen next season. And we got some good action scenes.
Yeah, when they fight the dragon horde. I remember last time where they're just like, herder, I can only kill one dragon, and now he's like, I can kill all the dragons.
I love the power scaling now. We're seeing how good Stark really is.
Yeah.
This was a massive season for Stocks.
I will say there's also an anime where it seems like the power scaling also was like went kind of insane. But we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, he was just everything got bitten, got chomped on his head. And he's like, tis merely a flesh wound.
I love how they actually brought that up with Fern. He was like, didn't you get bit on the head?
I know, it was so funny because Arthane, shout out to Arthane. Yeah. He brought it up first and they immediately...
Literally right before Fern did.
Right, and Fern immediately was like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, and then they kind of went back to like season 1-ish vibes where they'd be like, oh, we're stuck in this one town for a couple months for whatever reasons. Let's just stay here.
Just chill, yeah.
Which I don't think that was a bad thing, especially considering all the wonderful action that we got last episode and the beginning of this one.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of reminiscing about
this was the most Himmel reminiscing in a long time.
Yes, exactly. That's something I feel like this episode really like that was all what season 1 was about, was Himmel's legacy, and it was cool that towards the end of this season they kind of bring it back to that just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a nice touch.
There was also a good amount of comedy in this episode. There was really nice little moments, especially towards the end with the whole tongue twister spell.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. That was really funny. That was yeah, I enjoyed that. Also, it's kind of gagged me how like the old man just realized that some like at the end of the episode, oh yeah, you're the elf in the dude's party. I was like, she kind of didn't really hide it.
That is one thing that I don't like about Frieren, is that no one ever really it's very rare that people were like, oh shit, that's Frieren, the heroes. Like, she has statues everywhere. She saved the world. She's the
not as much. I feel like she doesn't have as many statues, which also I have a problem with.
Statues. What?
I feel like she could use some. Like, yes, I get Himmel is like the hero, the leader of the group, but like, everyone was instrumental.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there's that many elves running around the world. It's just like, the moment I see an elf traveling, I'd be like, oh, is that fucking Frieren, the most famous elf that saved the world?
Right. And then to be like, no, it's, what is it, the homegirl in charge of the other mages.
Just say imagine she gets mistaken for Frieren.
Oh my God.
That was what I need to see. She walks outside to get like a donut or something, and it was like, oh my God, are you Frieren?
That'd be funny. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. That's like the gist of it. It was cute episode, fun episode.
Yep. Next week is the finale, so my guess is they're going to set up a cliffhanger or some kind of hook for season 3.
Yes.
And we probably might get a season 3 announcement.
Yes, and I can't wait to see the old man, who
Mm-hmm.
apparently might be in like a big part of next season.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. All right, up next we have Oshinoko, season 3, episode 10. Excuse me. All right, stocks are up for Kana. Woo!
Yay, Kana. Although, are they?
Yes. Well, yes and no, because it's like, okay, Kana, girl, it's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for you. It's either shit or get off the pot. If, like, gosh. Because even though I was, for a part of me that was like, oh my god, fuck you, Aqua, for still messing with Kana yet again. But even
Yeah.
he is like, I mean, I guess he's kind of doing like a litmus test of how she's feeling emotionally. And the fact that she got that excited, he's like, oh, fuck. Like, even though, and yes, you can argue, was it his place to do such a test and fuck with her emotions even more on
Mm-hmm.
purpose? No. Definitely an asshole move for that. But we've already we've established that he's gone to the dark side.
Yeah.
Which is why he did it. But yeah, he has a point, unfortunately. Like, Hana, girl, like, stop.
Well, listen, she's very gullible for the guy she likes, all right?
But no, like, go, like,
That's part of her
no.
charm, that she gets all flustered and like, oh my god, the
I
guy
know
likes
it is cute, but not for him.
me. Well, yeah,
I
no,
hate
he's
that it's for
trash.
him.
But like, that's my all right. So here's I'm gonna get my venting out of the way early.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
I
I'm
hate
sorry,
Aqua.
everybody. I'm sorry, everybody who I started him up.
I really don't like Aqua. Like, I remember when the show first started, I was riling against Aqua, and then I'm like, all right, he's getting better. He's getting better. Now he's regressing again to being what I hated about him in the first place. Like, he's just a manipulative, like,
Yes.
asshole with no empathy for
Yes.
anybody. I get it. It's just
Yes.
like he was making
That is
progress.
the whole point. That's the whole point.
No, the whole point should be is like
Healing.
healing and moving towards being like.
Oh
I'm not
my
saying he has to
god,
be a
my name is
fucking.
Oni, and everything has to
Yes,
have
I'm
that cute,
sorry. I think
happy
that character
ending,
should
and boom, boom, boom,
grow.
boom, boom, boom,
It doesn't have to
boom.
be a happy ending. It just has to be at least not make him insufferable.
Unfortunately, Oni, that's not life. Sometimes you got
Oh
to
my
get fucking
god!
revenge
No,
against who it is,
I didn't say
who
don't get
against the
revenge.
person
I
who
didn't.
killed your
I'm sorry.
mother.
Is manipulating Kana part of his revenge plan? Like, does he have to be an asshole to Kana and Ruby to get revenge?
Ruby, yes, because there's no way Ruby was gonna go ahead and
Well,
with
work with
his
Ruby or do
plan.
something. Like, just stop being a loner about it. You know, like whatever. Do something with other people. Like, ugh.
I mean,
And I
yes,
feel like you would
I
agree because you
admittedly,
wanted Akane to be part of this too. So
he did until he realized that she was straight up gonna kill him, and then he was like, "Oh no." He was like, "No, I have to be the one."
I don't know. He's
He's
just
like,
too
"No,
edgy
that's too
and
much."
annoying
No,
for me.
like, huh?
He's too edgy and annoying for me. I hate characters that are just like evil. Well, not evil, but like assholes for the sake of being assholes. Because right now he has no redeeming qualities about him. He's just not like. Why would I want any character to interact with Aqua? He's just gonna manipulate them and be abusive towards them. Like, how am I gonna root for Aqua? He's just a dick.
Well, I guess for me, it's not so much for me rooting for Aqua. It's more so me rooting for I, which the only where I gets her justice is literally through Aqua at this point.
I'd rather
Unless you
I
want
guess
Akane to just straight up kill homeboy.
at this point I'd rather that.
I'm screaming.
He's just so annoying to watch.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene where she's like, or Akane was like, if you do anything too crazy, I'm gonna stop you. And then he was like, bitch, I'd like to see you try. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. Yeah, I think he's just become. This is a typical like I become consumed with revenge, and I'm going to
Yeah.
do whatever I have to do to stop it. And obviously, the consumption with the revenge obviously turns him into like a not good person, which
I
is
just think that this show in particular is better than that with character. Like, you have the potential to write so well with characters. You don't have to just make it. Right now, his personality is literally just a dude from Redo of Healer. What's the difference between Aqua and the guy from Redo of Healer?
the guy from Redo a Healer. From what
Besides the
I
fact
remember
that he's a
watching,
rapist.
right? Besides being a rapist, he also like like it's almost like his revenge is comical. Like this is a comical form of revenge. Ruby's is not. It's Ruby's revenge is like deeply rooted in actual trauma and sadness. Meanwhile, other homeboy is just like slapping my dick on your face, like, haha, that's my revenge.
But I would
like,
argue that at least that's entertaining, because that's just like no one goes into Redo of Healer expecting it to be serious or anything. People go into Oshinoko expecting more complexity than I'm just mad and I want revenge and I'm gonna use everyone around me to get revenge. So,
I don't know. Part of me agrees with you, but I feel like a lot of that we got a lot of that kind of like. I feel like you should just watch season 1 again if that's how you feel.
but
I
that's
feel like
why season 1 was the best season, because it was a lot more depth to it, and
nuance,
like
yeah,
he
but
was
he's
still going
not.
for revenge and stuff, and still
Yeah, but it
using
was
people, but he wasn't an
more.
asshole.
But yes, but this is different because, like, I don't know. It's different
Didn't
because I
just,
feel like
use the
it's supposed to be for better or for worse. It has to be some kind of progression.
Okay,
I
you
don't I
can
don't
make that progression without being an asshole to Akane, and look,
I
literally me sticking up for Akane now, and
that's fine.
Kana and Ruby.
I don't know. I think the difference between me and you, I think it's a subtle difference, but like I don't for the sake of the plot, I don't care that characters are assholes. It's just like
I mean, I care
I
because
don't think
it makes me not like Aqua, and I'm like,
But
oh,
I
I
don't
don't like
think.
Aqua.
I definitely don't think he's a poorly. I don't think. I wouldn't say he's a poorly written character. That I would disagree with you on. You may
I
not
think
like him,
I think at
but
this
and that's
point he's
fair.
regressing as a character instead of progressing, which is fine if you're gonna like do something where he like regresses and progresses again, like, you know, like one step back, two step forward, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like they're gonna. I feel like he's just gonna like sink into this whole I'm gonna get revenge and do things my way.
I guess I get we won't know
Which
until we find
also
out.
like it makes all the other characters seem pointless because they all clearly have talents that they can, like Ruby can also be just as integral to this plan.
Yeah, I disagree with you. Ruby and Akane are right there, and they are not pointless.
They are if Aqua doesn't want to use them for anything other than his plan. Like, why not actually have them have moments to shine in this with their talents in this whole plan, other than just being manipulated by Aqua? Like, that's to me that would be more interesting if Aqua teamed up with Ruby and Akane to like lure in, you know, the killer, and then
I agree. I would like if it well, okay. I think team up is a little too like also unrealistic. Like if I'm Ruby, I'm not gonna just suddenly get over what my brother did to me and just let's team up to cause fuck our dad.
Well,
It'd be like more. You literally said team up.
At least use them. Yeah, like team up as in come up with a plan together.
Yeah, they probably come to some understanding. At best, I think they're just gonna come to some understanding. She's like, I know, especially after this episode, it's giving. I know why my brother did this. Like she's like Ruby is no longer like just being left in the dark. She's aware of what her brother is up to now.
Okay, but can she be an active part of that, or
like what would
like it's just
what would be active?
Her, it's
what would
just
be,
as much
outside of her just choosing because she knows what her brother's doing, choosing to be the main star. Like outside of that, what else extra would you like Ruby to do?
Just
I
give
feel
her
like
some
that's her being
agency. Just
what?
there's a difference between like being forced to do something and having agency and choosing to do it. Like
She's
literally, if
not being
everything played
she's
out the
not
same
being
exact
forced.
way, yes, she is. She's being manipulated by Aqua's whole plan to begin with. She wasn't in the know about this whole movie or anything.
You think it was Aqua's plan to have her star as I?
No,
Come
but it was
on.
his plan to have the movie and have her in the movie.
Yeah, but even her picking the role of the main character, she's already not going along with the plan. So it's like, what are you talking about? You can't be like, oh my god, she's falling right into his hands, even though she's doing something that he definitely doesn't want her to
by
do.
proxy, it makes her a less interesting character because now her whole character is just, oh, I'm just being strung along by Aqua. Cool. Like, have her like literally
I
if
don't know.
everything else remained
I
the same.
disagree
No,
with
but
that.
if
I
everything
disagree
else
with that.
stayed the same, if everything else in this season stayed the same, but they had like some actual progression together where they were like, all right, I know you hate me, Ruby, but this is the only way we can get revenge. I'm gonna pitch this idea for a movie, and I want you to be I in this movie. And then they like work together to manipulate the producers or whatever. Like they could be a bad bitch team together that manipulates everyone else as long as they're working together in that scenario. I feel like that would be a better story. It would show that they both want revenge. They both can use their talents to get said revenge. Instead of just making it the Aqua show, can it be the Aqua, Ruby, and the rest of the cast show?
I think Ruby is already starting her defiance towards her brother and in his schemes already by
Unless
picking
she
the role that she wants.
sabotages this movie and does something.
She's not gonna sabotage it, but there's definitely gonna be points where I feel like there's gonna be points where, like I said, like because I feel like I feel like you're downplaying that shift in the fact that she's now playing I and the fact that Aqua really does not want that, and that is a key example of Aqua. His manipulations are not always going to land, and Ruby is going to get her way in one way or another. She's choosing to more or less be in this movie, but she's doing it on her terms by being.
I said, unless she's substantially going to change the outcome of this plan, I don't see how it matters that she's Iron Man.
I feel like how the movie is produced, i.e., the actual filming of this movie that's where you're gonna. I feel that's where you're gonna see the brother and sister start to have some static, unless either they're gonna come to an understanding, or they're both gonna have that static, have their egos, and be like, and movie's gonna be like, oh well, fuck you, I'm gonna do it this way because this is how I'm choosing to get back at him. Yada yada yada. Yes, if Ruby somehow magically folds down, like, I don't know. I feel like if she was more defiant towards Aqua instead of them simply just working together in the next season, I feel like that would, for me, that'd make things more interesting as opposed to them just being chummy and working together. Because then at that point, then that's a complete manipulation.
Just work.
But not chummy, you know what I mean? Work together, like. Just right off the gate, just work together.
Because they're clearly they're both good at this manipulation thing.
Yes,
and they're both talented. I think it would make more
I agree,
sense
and I think
use those talents to get the revenge that they both want.
Yeah, but Ruby fucking hates him, so why?
Okay,
so that doesn't make any sense.
But that's what I mean. That's a more interesting concept. I hate him, but I want revenge more than I hate him right now. So
yeah,
I'm going to.
So I feel like eventually they'll get to that point, but I feel like that's not going to be until like later in this.
Well, you have a lot more faith than I do.
I know. This is, or rather, that's what I would want. Mm-hmm. At first I would not want that. I'd want a lot of defiance. I want them to butt heads because yes, that is the drama of it all, and the drama that makes sense, and that's way more fascinating to me. Personally.
Well, like I said, if we get this whole thing where there's like, all right, if something happens where Aqua tries to manipulate things behind the scene, and Akane is right, and she's like, no, I'm gonna stop you, and Ruby fucking usurps his plans and stops him, and I don't know, Kana fucking gets a role that she does well in, I guess, I'll be happy. But if it just is like
That's a lot of ifs.
fucking, I know. But if it's just like Aqua being light Yagami and being like, yes, my plan is correct, and using everyone around him to get his revenge, that's boring to me. That is then his character being just one dimensional and flat. Whereas before it was very much interesting because he had a lot of conflicts. It was like, I want to do this revenge thing, but I still have feelings for, you know, the situation I'm in, and I have people I care about, and I want to protect them and help them too. Like, that was an interesting character conflict. Now I feel like that conflict is out the window, and it's just, I want revenge for revenge's sake, and I don't care who I hurt or kill to do it, even if there's someone I should be helping or loving.
I mean, okay, I will say, God, what was I gonna say? No, it was important. It was important. I was talking with Kana. We see all this stuff about how he's like, oh, being an asshole, Kana, da 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 da. I will just a reminder, he's not completely gone, because once again, he, even though it was more like a quote unquote win-win, he definitely didn't have to like expose his relationship to him and Ruby's relationship to at the time of the whole thing with Kana. I don't think he had to. He chose to, because I'm like, yes, this might put the plans in motion for like the film, but this also protects Kana. He didn't have to do that. And some could make an argument that just making not just a hard launch of this movie would have like shocked everyone. I mean, now I guess it kind of gets a little bit of traction because he said it, but he could have like I said, he didn't have to say his relationship in order to save Kana at that time. He could have done it at any point, and I think the movie still would have happened. But I would make an argument that's still a case of him trying to look out for Kana. Like, there's somewhere, even in this episode, like I said, even though it was fucked up, somewhere very, very deep down, where he's just like, I'm being an evil piece of shit right now, so I can't tell you straight up to fuck off. Or well, not fuck off, but like, I can't tell Kana straight up, like, hey, don't be in love with me, because that would be kind of crazy. But yeah, I think there's always there's even this episode, there's you could tell him being like, hey girl, stop being manipulated by me, because if you're being manipulated by me, you're gonna get manipulated by other people, and it's not gonna work out for you. Which literally is happening. I would say that's ironically, like, as we're talking about it right now, that is literally Kana's like tragic flaw. She's just so fucking gullible. Like, I realize, like, take Aqua aside, the only reason why she got into such hot shit episodes is because she was so gullible and believes her friend and went to some guy's decided to go to some dude's apartment, which I'm just like, yes, it was also out of desperation, but it's like, come on, girl. Like, come on, girl.
Yeah, I get it, but if that's her tragic flaw, then being a dick that doesn't really do anything or help anybody is also like he has the opposite tragic flaw. He's too standoffish and unhelpful, and like he doesn't trust anybody.
I don't know. Like I said, he literally exposed his relationship to save Kana. I don't know how I just said that, and you're like, he's done nothing to help these girls. I'm like, what?
Because then he immediately turns around and like manipulates her. So it's like, oh, cool, you did the thing. You for 5 seconds you were. Cool,
after the case, he didn't really do like. Yes, this episode was like, it was like a small little touch of like I said, the litmus test. But outside of that, he hasn't done anything crazy to Kana. I don't think he was in charge of casting for the movie. she just happened to be casted for said movie, you know. So he wasn't really he he hasn't really done much to really harm Kana ever since he saved her.
I
Yet.
think he is still very. Listen,
Yes.
I
I'm
need
not.
more
I'm not
reasons
saying. I'm not
to-
saying he is a super good person. No, because while he did all that, he definitely took advantage of Akane and her personality to ensure that his father was dead or alive. So, yes, not saying he's a good person. I'm not saying that, but I'm
Like,
not.
all right, if you want a model that I think works, Lelouch. Lelouch is manipulative.
That's so okay, but like Lelouch is like that's kind of hard. I hate when you do this because no, because whenever I say something like the whole like the Beyonce argument where I'm just like da 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 da, and you prove my point about how iconic Beyonce is because I'm like. When you only compare Beyonce, you're only saying that she's not better than Michael Jackson. Or someone who is like, there's almost no one who's better than Michael Jackson, which just proves my point that Beyonce is that bitch. So when you
okay, but in this case, I agree with you because I think that the writing in Ocean no Ko should, we're not talking about redo of Healer. I'm holding their writing to a high standard, which is why I'm using Lelouch as an example here.
Okay, because like Yush is like the master class. Like I would say
like
the Michael Jackson of this whole umbrella like subtype of character.
And by the way, anytime I see this type of character who's supposed to be like an edgy manipulator but has to like work with groups and like I automatically just compare them to Lelouch. The Lelouch test, if you will. But yeah, Lelouch was an asshole. He manipulated Callan, he manipulated Cece, he did all this shit. But he still had his vulnerable side, and he still clearly had people and things he cared about.
Yeah, of course he's vulnerable. Have you seen him run, bitch?
Well, that's what I think. That's what I need from Aqua. I need to see some vulnerability and some actual morals that are, or something he stands for. Because otherwise, he's like, again, he's not evil. I don't want to say like he's an evil person. Like Lelouch, you can argue he did some evil shit, but. Light. See, the fact that he even said light is Aqua. Aqua is just, like there's no redeeming facts about him right now. He's just a dick. Like, and in some ways that's worse because it's not as entertaining as someone like Light who's actually evil.
I guess. I think you just don't like him because he's a dick. That's fair.
Yeah, and I saw a little bit more.
He's definitely
or like weakness out of him. I think I would like him a lot more than I do.
Okay, I guess that's fair. Okay, I think we can move on.
We cover that.
I think
we cover Ocean no Ko well enough.
Wait, also few notes before we go. Oh yeah, that whole beginning scene with Ruby like digging in deep for the audition. That was. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And also Akane blowing up the whole audition. She gets points for that. I don't know. Y'all could never make me hate Akane. I'm so sorry. I don't care if it's because they give her all the good stuff compared to Kana, blah 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 blah. Don't care. Akane still she really is just that girl. I'm sorry. But yeah, anything also, right, we have to bring up very briefly, or very shortly, the scene with the girl, the white-haired girl, whoever the fuck, or whatever the fuck that is.
Right.
Yes, that's very important. That's very important. Yeah. Shouts Aqua and says, "Hey, so yeah, I didn't reincarnate. Nope, she dead as hell." Which is so funny because I never even thought to think of that. Like, not once. I just assumed when she was dead, she's dead. And of course, they have to show Dead Eye for like the 50th time. However, the loli did make a point to be like, hey, you should probably wonder why You two have been reincarnated.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
we'll see what's happening with that. Also, at the end, I don't know. I made what's it? I don't forget if it was after credits or not. There's some creepy lady who's like a talent manager or something, or
Yeah, I was
advertising
like, were we supposed to recognize her?
talent. I don't know, but she was dead in the eyes, so I'm not expecting good things from her. Okay, now I think we're done. And we can move on to Jujutsu Kaisen episode 11. Oh.
Is this your episode of the week?
Uh, hmm.
You know what? It's not mine. I think I know what I'm gonna give it to.
I don't think it's mine either. Um. The, hmm. I feel like this is the first time. I don't think the animation was bad. I'm not sure if it's my cup of tea for this episode, and I can't really ping why. I don't know why, maybe I'm just so fatigued about over the high level animation.
It's like what you would call it? It overexposed you.
It looks
You
silly, and I'm now,
you become less sensitive to good
yeah, now I'm
animation.
desensitized. I hmm, I don't know. Maybe I think it was a good fight. Don't get me wrong. I think it was a really good fight. There's just something about it, especially at the beginning. Mm, I don't know. It was just very. It's like one of those things where I'm like starting to question. I'm like, is this like a cool artistic choice that
Mhm.
you're making, or are you just trying to save budget under the guise of it being like, "Ooh, this is a cool artistic direction," or like, or does this just simply look a little cheap to me in some of these frames? I can't.
Maybe that's part of it. Like they, like can hide a little bit of the cheapness with good quality like art
Mm-hmm.
styles.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was
Mm-hmm.
a few frames where it looked like less detailed, but it was
Yes.
very smooth.
Yeah, that is true. So I was just like, interesting. Um, I will say the fist fight was good, even though it was like 5 seconds. Also very Kill Bill ish.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it reminded me of the fight versus oh gosh, who did it remind me of the fight? Versus the girl with the eye patch.
Mm.
Like, literally, it's just them. We're fighting, and then very anticlimactic. I rip your eye out. Or in this case, fighting, and then the dog just cuts him in half.
Yeah. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Mm-hmm. It worked. I love that. Yeah, that's such a good. Oh, that's a good way to end the fight. He was like, "Oh yeah, you thought my dog couldn't was out of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't." Teehee.
Minor complaint, but I will
Mm-hmm.
say this is a pet peeve of mine. They
Yeah.
did the whole what you call it, the fire force thing where they have to over explain an ability.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes. It was. The explanation was a lot. I did not fully follow it. I feel like towards the end of the explanation, they're like, in layman terms, like, and I'm just like, yep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna listen to that.
Listen, I appreciate the attempt to be scientifically accurate, but I'm watching a show where they have curse energy. You don't really need to be scientific. Just say
Yeah.
fucking he can do this because he has a lot of cursed energy. Yeah, and do the Dragon Ball Z
Right.
approach, whatever. Ki. I have a lot of ki, therefore I can do whatever.
Had a lot of magic / ki / energy / chakra.
Yeah, like I'm watching some dude summon objects from receipts. I don't need the my suspension of disbelief is not going to be broken because I see a guy holding up a car. All right, I'm like, whoa, that's unrealistic. And the Jujutsu Kaisen verse.
Yeah, that was yeah. Agreed.
Other than that, yeah, I enjoyed this episode. Good fight.
All right, up next we have Fate Strange Fake. See, what episode are we on? 11. 12. I don't know why I'm behind one. But yes, episode 12. So, you get a little bit more information what's going on ish. Excuse me. Tsubaki's parents are brainwashed by whatever this entity that's in charge of this reality marble. We also learned that they were they said, Sakura, move over, bitch. we're injecting our daughters with bacteria.
Yeah.
So I guess to give her a lot of magic, and that's why she's in.
They even referenced the Matos. They were like, "Damn,
yeah,
those guys had it right. We should be injecting our children with bullshit."
Right? No, they said right. They said we need to keep up with the Matos, and yeah, they almost got it right. Too bad their daughter ended up in a coma because I guess they didn't realize bacteria can reach the brain.
Yeah, wow. They really should have studied the extra part of that textbook they were reading.
Yeah, maybe they should start with mice first.
Yeah, work your way
magical
up to
mice.
your daughter.
Work your way up to your daughter is crazy. Oh my goodness. And yeah, the servant that they summoned, I guess it wouldn't be fake change fake if the son wasn't something crazy about the servant, and apparently it's less a servant and more so a concept.
Yes, the concept of death.
It's the concept of death. That's why it's like they're in something that's kind of like the underworld ish.
Which is bullshit, by the way. That's kind of an OP. Like summoning.
Yeah, man, because they're
death.
And because they're in the fake underworld, this computer program of death is like, well, we're just gonna summon a bunch of Cerberuses. Close enough. And then we're introduced to a new servant named Zhao. Do you think Zhao is her servant?
There's so much bullshit going on. I think Zhao might be like, because she was infected with that bacteria from South America.
And
Zhao looks kind of like Aztecian South American goddish. So I'm thinking it might be related to that. Like,
I mean that I don't know. Maybe am I racist? Because that just sounds like a mad Asian. That sounds.
Did he? His color scheme.
Zhao.
Well, I guess so. Maybe that's his surname. But their color scheme reminds me of like Quetzalcoatl. So
they're dark skinned. There must be some.
Not even just like the flowing, fishy like color. Like, pull up a picture of Zhao. No, I cannot. But either way, they looked very South American to me.
I mean, that's an interesting theory, though. The name aside.
Yeah, so. That's my theory. Is that bacteria was like actually their blood or something, and that's why. Like, oh, knowing how bullshit this Grail War is, that feels feasible to me.
Agreed. Oh yeah. Also, they summoned the 4 horsemen of death of the apocalypse. Yeah. I'm just like, oh, the Pale Rider, LOL. Also, when Ayako's going up the stairs, I guess you meet some kid in red, and she's like, "Oh my god, don't kill me!" And then the kid in red doesn't do or say anything, and then she runs past it. But I'm sure that kid in the red hoodie will be back.
Yes. I will say this season, or I guess this so far, it definitely feels like the pacing is picking up. It definitely feels like they're skipping a lot of stuff because they're trying to rush to the action. Right now, it's not too bad, but I definitely feel it. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel, oh, there's a lot of stuff that we're just skipping over in terms of character interactions here.
Yeah, probably is, but I played too much FGO to the point where I just don't think I care anymore. Unless it gets worse. Unless the pacing
Yeah,
gets
my thing
off.
is, as long as the plot still makes sense, I'm fine with it. Like maybe I'll check out the light novels myself just to get the fill in parts, but so far it's pretty good.
All right, up next we have Golden Kamuy. Um, so we get some more background, which I like. This was a very like fulfilling episode. Like we get some background, some good moments, some just general fighting. Well, I just bombing and everyone shooting each other. Like it's turning into the true massacre I always wanted for myself in this series.
Yeah, we got our ultra violence like we thought we would. This was a very action packed episode.
Yeah, they in the beginning they established a connection between Enomoto and Hijikate, which I guess they go further to prove that in a weird way Hijikate was actually a good guy ish. um do I think he was going to get the gold and immediately champion Ainu rights? Probably not. Well, we actually don't know because an Ainu saved his life.
Yeah, true.
I think he actually would do, repay his debt for the Ainu if he like found the gold. So it's nice to know he always had their best interests in heart, which is, I guess, makes sense why they're working together.
Yeah.
So it kind of just this is a good background story that just ties everything together even more.
Yeah, I think so.
And after that, they were like, "Well, time for the massacre." Like, oh my god, like that one point where that one dude got blown the fuck up by the cannons. I know that that's not very specific, but that one dude who got blown up and like the guts are raining everywhere on Tsurumi. He's like, yes, and then of course, there has to be a bit of comedy because then like the hand hits him in the face or something.
Yeah, we gotta have our Quentin Tarantino-esque comedy with the violence.
Also, motherfuckers have shotguns at this era? What?
I guess so. This is like the ninth
like what is it, 1910s or 20s?
Yeah. Invented. Yeah, 1887.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. Yep. Guess that checks out.
I guess they were relatively new, but they existed.
Yeah. Wait, what was the what was it called? The Japan-Russia War?
I think that was like in the early 1900s. Japan. So
yeah.
1904.
Yeah, so yeah, that all makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was crazy. Also, I will say this much. I know this is a very weird thing to like. And I mean this in a not sexual way. I just find the designs of all like the Russian men are like kind of cute.
I love
Like the
that
way
the
that,
sentence starts with I mean this in a non-sexual way.
yeah, cause like not cute, cause like not cute as in like I'm attracted to them, but like cute like it. I don't know. They seem almost like little like grumpy like teddy bears, like something. Like I don't know. It's just very, the way they're drawn is very cute. It's just like oh what was the dude who was arming the cannon?
Yeah.
I'm just like, he looks like a sweet. That looks like a sweet old man. Does that
Yeah,
not look like a sweet old man
he does not look like a soldier or a warrior or anything.
at all? It's just like a cute little sweet teddy bear man. And I was like, oh, you're so adorable. He's so cute. Wait, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's like, it is so adorable. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna screen share with you real quick because you really need to get into this. Okay, I screen shared. Can you
Yeah, I
see?
see it.
Come on.
It's the big eyes and the big.
It's the big eyes and the no mouth. Like, oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. So yeah, I don't know why. I really just it just tickles me. Like I just like why these regimens look so adorable, and then they look a lot less adorable when they're getting blown and
blown apart,
shot to death. And yeah, but he was cute when he was in One Piece. I don't know if he's alive anymore. Maybe not. Oh but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the episode. A little bit of background and a whole lot of mayhem. All right. Speaking of mayhem, up next we have Fire Force, season 3, part 2, episode 11.
Yes. Well, we see God Mode Hamea.
Yep, she said, "I'm just gonna take both their abilities, and and now you just can't touch me, literally." Um. Yep, and all this was just to make what's his face angry, big angry.
Yeah. I
Like
was rage baiting.
literally rage bait the episode. Well, meanwhile, show the younger brother is trying to be like, "Hey, don't get too crazy now." And then she's like, "Knife a kill sister."
Mm-hmm.
What's her name again? Eris.
I think so.
Yeah, she's not if I kill, even if I kill Eris.
Yeah, Eris. Yeah.
Even if I do all these horrible things, nope. And then, oh my god, I damn, I don't know. I will say the scene where the doppelganger slits Obi's throat. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know how you're coming back from that, or was it like an illusion or something?
I don't know. I mean, keep in mind, Arthur is still flying in space with half his body. That's the only reason why I'm like, Obi still might not be dead. There might be hope.
He might be alive.
Because Arthur is literally in pieces, in two pieces. And he just grabbed Excalibur.
The beginning of the episode where Hamea burned the other two, that was kind of gruesome. The one girl.
Yeah, scream laughing and yeah. So the other one, Surime, the nun, she's just like, yeah. I'm dead. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty. It's pretty nasty. Damn. Also, yeah, it sucked watching watching the world get just burned alive like that in black fire. I was like, what the Amaterasu? I mean, ironically, that is what they call the whole system Amaterasu. So I guess they're now leaning more into the Naruto of it all, being like, yeah, Amaterasu, the black flames.
Yeah, it's getting very. I saw some. I don't know if it's real or not, but a theory for the next episode. just like scrolling through Twitter. And if that is the case, I'm gonna be losing my mind next week.
I don't know what that is, but I guess we'll see.
Yep. This is I'm super hyped to see next week's episode.
Yeah, I literally don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Welcome to Fire Force. We don't know what the fuck is happening.
Yes, ever.
It's exciting nonetheless.
Nonetheless. All right, and last but not least, we have My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2, Episode 11.
Which is episode of the week.
Our episode of the week.
Oh, wow. I can't believe you picked My Hero Academia episode of the week.
Because this is finally giving me what I wanted. Like, Koichi stopped being such a pussy for once. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it only took till Season 2, Episode 11.
Shit. And I don't even mean just with the actions. Because, by the way, ironically, even though it's my episode of the week, I am kind of like, okay, so were we not going to, like, have at least, like, show a little bit of a montage of him? Like, we just leveled him up. He's like, oh yeah, I can stand upside down and I can shoot these large ass projectiles multiple times that are strong enough to stop explosions. Like, what? Like, didn't he just release it for like the first time like 2 episodes ago? Yeah, that's like, but I was willing to ignore all of that. Like, that's me being like, objectively there's a problem with that, but subjectively I'm fine, because that means he's not just like a whatever character now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy with that.
All we need now is Pop Step to show up and do something. You know, actually, this would be perfect. Pop Step can just jump in the air and save both of them.
How?
And catch them.
How?
Catch them and land softly.
How?
That's her ability. She can land softly and jump high.
I don't think you know how her power works. I think you have a fundamental misunderstanding about her abilities.
Also, Mirko shout out. She actually did something.
Yes. Oh my god. And she had all her limbs, blessed.
Yeah, it was so weird seeing her all her limbs.
In one piece. Crazy. Like, who are better, Mirko or Arthur?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Also, yes. So when I say he has a glow up, I also mean even just like not being like a total bitch in general. Like, I love that, even though it was literally just one moment where I forget, he says something and he's just like, I think like the Captain Celebrity was like mad at him for like rescuing him, and in response, Koichi says something to the effect of, yeah, well, I need you to hold the ship, and I also need to concentrate, so can you stop acting like you're high and mighty? It's actually kind of annoying. And I was like, oh! I said, oh, Koichi, oh, wait a minute. Yes! Finally! Stand up! Stand up!
So you're happy for Koichi. Meanwhile, I'm happy Captain Celebrity got his glow up moment too, and he's actually
yeah, sure,
something.
Yeah, that fine.
And
yeah.
we got his. First off, how dare he cheat on such a perfect wife?
Oh my god! I was just like, oh, so she's just a hyper tsundere.
She is literally just Taiga from Toradora, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
but it was cute. It was cute seeing their little like back and forth couple.
Yo, she dead that marriage proposal, amazing. Like, she's saying all that shit, like, nah, everyone fucking sucks, I guess you're the less, whatever, and then you just pants to him, so is that a yes? I said, I'm screaming. Actual icon. Wow.
She was great. Yeah.
Yes.
Now I kind of hope he doesn't die. I feel like he definitely is.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I had a little bit of hope when the heroes came. I was like, oh, da 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 da, yay, we did it. And then he was like, bitch, bomb. And I
By the
was
way,
like,
All Might
God.
better show the fuck up. Why? All Might needs to be here.
Well, then if it was All Might was here, then everything would just be solved so easily.
We'll
That's the
save
whole
Captain
point.
Celebrity, all right? And then you can fuck off
Yeah.
and go do whatever.
I'm. Even though I feel like it's not gonna happen, I really hope that Koichi is like, I need to save us or we're gonna die. And I can't let Captain Celebrity die. So he gets another boost, but this time it's from trauma, and then he just like starts flying again.
Oh, that is true. He can do that. Yeah, that might be the play.
Yeah, I hope that's the case because yeah, the other heroes look like they got their hands busy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's hope and pray. But you know, I'm not keeping my hopes too high. Mm-mm. You're not gonna hurt me. You're not gonna hurt me. Mm-mm. And on that note, I think we're done with our weekly reviews, which means we're done with our episode. So, Oni, would you like to take us away?
Guys, if you enjoyed this week's episode of Waifu Podcast, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to get every episode as it goes up each week. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, also on Twitch, and join the party on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a channel member or patron and join us for our weekly live watch, where currently we're watching Frieren and Fate Strange Fake. However, we will be choosing new patron shows when the new season starts very soon in a couple of weeks. So if you want to be part of that, you know what to do. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
We will probably have. Oh yeah, two announcements. One, karaoke stream this weekend, and number two, um, the new season's coming, which means the preview is on the way.
Yes, look forward to it. And on that note, this has been Soberoni, and
Droovy doo.
catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.